Hi, I'm Emma. I'm a therapist here at Love Heal Grow in Sacramento, California. I really love working with individuals who are wanting to make sense of and, free themselves from patterns in the ways that they, think, in the ways that they feel, in the ways that they behave that they're noticing are unhelpful. And I like to kind of consider these patterns, including tendencies towards anxiety or depression, as kind of check engine lights. And oftentimes, when we look under the hood of these patterns, we find these really entrenched, shame based beliefs that I'm too much, or I'm not enough, or something is, fundamentally wrong with me. And we usually learn these things in our early life, in our first relationships, and that can be through things that happen to us, or it can be through things that didn't happen that we needed, like getting our emotional needs met, feeling seen and understood. And so in therapy, we have the opportunity to revisit and revise those beliefs. So I really love working with people who are feeling ready to look under the hood and to kind of clear out and integrate the things that might be keeping them from being their authentic selves or living the full and connected life that they want. So in therapy with me, clients can expect a really collaborative and relational approach. I really want my clients to have the freedom and the responsibility to determine the direction and to set the pace of our work, to decide what they bring to session, because I really believe that we all have an innate drive towards meaning and towards growth, but that we need safe connection in order for that to come forward. So my priority is to create a safe and nourishing relationship with the client where I can be like a loving witness, or I can hold a loving mirror up to help the person go deeper and see themselves more clearly. And I use a lot of attachment-based work, so meaning that I'm interested in the early life and in the experiences that we had with our important people as we were young, how that impacts how we relate to ourselves and how we relate to others. And then we can use the therapeutic relationship as a place to get curious about how those things show up. And I also use parts work to help people kind of notice the different facets of their personality, what roles different facets of their personality are playing, to the end that we can bring more harmony to all these different parts of ourselves. And something that's really important in both attachment work and parts work is the body, because our memories, our feelings, our beliefs don't just show up in our minds, they also show up in our nervous systems and are communicated to us through physical sensation and even physical symptoms. So I like to draw from affective neuroscience to help clients understand what's happening at the physiological level in their bodies and how we can bring more awareness and regulation. My clients know that therapy is working when they start to notice that they're more in touch with their emotions, what they're feeling, they're more in touch with their bodies, more in touch with the stories that they're telling themselves in their mind, and they can pause more and have a little bit more freedom to not respond automatically to triggers and challenges, but to instead have some space to be intentional and to try things differently. And they also notice that their self-talk is more gentle and more supportive, so there's just more tenderness in both their inner and outer life. My hope for my clients is that they will leave therapy feeling more curious about who they are and more gentle with who they discover themselves to be. And if both of those things are true, then I think I've done my job.